Hey everybody. It is going to be scorcher temperatures here in the shoe swap, Columbia shoe swap region. And my husband, it's my grandson's birthday today. He turns 9. Happy birthday, Gramus. His name is Grayson. We all call him Gramus. Anyways, and it is also my third father-in-law's birthday. He turns 85. So Tom, his son and my husband, and his 2 brothers took him for lunch. So I am here on my own. And I just had a morning of me. I showered, washed and styled my hair, plucked my eyebrows, and gave myself a pedicure. And I have delightful toes, if it weren't for my bunion. 62, I have a bunion. What the fuck? That's such an awful word, isn't it? Bunion. Anyways, I had a little emotional moment saying goodbye to my son yesterday. And the reason is because none of my grandkids and my older 2 kids and my baby have said that they can't come here this summer. And this is our first summer here at the Shoe Swap Lake. We just got a boat. Tom is wanting to go and look at a side-by-side this week. So we're going to have that. And no one other than just ourselves and my in-laws to use these things. Because life is too expensive for my kids with grandkids to come all the way from Edmonton to here. So my daughter lives in Athabasca, which is about 2 hours north of Edmonton. And she has my 3 grandkids. And my son lives in the north side of Edmonton with my 2 granddaughters. So I have 3 granddaughters and 2 grandsons. And they go from 11 to 6. And the grandkids won't come here without their parents. So maybe when they get a little older they will, but by then they won't even want to fucking come. So I'm devastated that they're not going to come this year. So I asked my youngest son to see if he can be an advocate to try and get a family reunion here, because we have room for 2 RVs. We have room in the house, and if someone wanted to tent, they could. However, there's a bear back there. But anyways, lots of people tent here. So anyways, there's lots of room. So I'm hoping he's going to try and get it that mid-July next year, maybe all my kids will come. Because, you know, I'm 62, so I know that I have at least 20 more years on this earth if all goes well. But 20 years went really fucking fast. I've been divorced already 10 years from my second husband. And no, that's a lie. 14 years. 14 years. And that went by like this. So my 20 years here on earth, maybe 23 years if I'm lucky, is going to go by really fast. And so every time I see my kids, I get really emotional. And the last time I saw my 2 older kids, I left Tom here so that I could go and spend a week with my kids and my best friend without my husband, so that I could just be myself and not worry about anybody else to entertain and whatnot. And my older kids decided to tell me basically what I should be doing to be happy in my life. And I just wanted, I've always supported them no matter what stupid decisions they've made and shitty things that have happened in their life, I've always tried to be supportive. And there's a line that I think adult children shouldn't cross. I'm still your mother. You know what I mean? So being protective of me and trying to look after me is one thing. Telling me how to be and how to run my life is a little different. All I ask is for support, love, kindness, and the effort to see me when they can, because you just don't realize how short life is until your parents are gone. I don't have any parents left anymore. Mine passed away. My mom passed away in 2019. She was kind of a bitch, but she was still my mother. And I looked after her as best I could in her last 5 years of life. Forgave her sins and was compassionate to her. And that's what I want. I want compassion, forgiveness for whatever they feel that I'm worthy of forgiveness for. And the effort. Because we're all busy. We're all fucking busy, you know? But make the effort to see your parents when they're alive. Just like Tom was kind of frustrated with his father because, you know, his parents divorced when he was 16. And he's always kind of resented his father or whatever. And I said, you know, one day they'll be gone. Like, he's an old man. You need to try and make the effort to see him. So he does. He phones him once a week now, and we go and see him. And whenever we're in town, we go to his house or we take him for dinner or lunch or whatever. It's important because you can't go backwards. Once they're gone, they're gone. You can't pick up the phone and say, hey, how you doing? So I really want them to encourage my grandkids to want to come here and be here, even if their parents aren't here. I'll go get them and bring them back, you know, and then the parents can come and get them once the visit's done. I'd do that. I think it's important spending time with your grandparents. I really do. I did with mine. And my grandparents lived 2 provinces away. And I still saw them. I still had a relationship with them. So that's where I'm at. I feel a little saddened by the last visit with my older 2 kids. And I just want respect and the effort made to come see me. I was a good mom. I am a good mom, and I'm a good grandma. I don't see them as often as I should, but when I was living in Edmonton, I was available for my kids to babysit and look after them, and take care of them when they were sick and when they were going through struggles in their own marriages and everything. I was there. I supported them. Whatever decisions they made, I supported them. I expect the same. And also, another thing, the other day I was getting off the boat and Tom and his son just fucking walked ahead of me and got off the boat. We were trying to get onto the C-store dock off of my boat. So the boat deck is lower than the pier, the dock, to get at the C-store to get gas. And there's a rail, like a yellow rail, metal rail on top of the pier that goes all the way around the dock. So for my deck, I had to step up and get on. And my little legs, so at any rate, I lost my balance because I had to lift my leg like this to get on. And I fell, and my leg went into the water between the boat and the dock. And thankfully, there weren't any waves, so I didn't break my leg, but I screamed. That's when my husband and his son realized, oh, maybe we should have helped her get onto the dock. Chivalry is dead. It is. Fuck. Peace out.